Chapter 2. I closed my eyes that night and imagined squids the size of buses, their tentacles a mile long, dragging us down to the bottom of the sea. I'd seen squids move before, on YouTube, and I knew they were equipped with incredible speed and agility. They could disappear in the blink of an eye, capture prey like a flash of lightning. If Ned Land was used to hunting whales, he'd be no match for a squid of the same size. I didn't sleep well that night, or any night on the Abraham Lincoln. Luckily, that first week I didn't need to be well rested. Nothing much happened. The first objective was to search the seas near Greenland, where the monster had last been seen. Apparently, there had just been an attack on a large fishing ship there, and 5 men had been lost. The ocean around was sky blue and dotted with icebergs, and immediately I wondered just how a giant squid would survive in water so cold. The squid or squids had been spotted in the Indian Ocean, too, which was surely about 50 degrees warmer than the water here. What kind of animal could withstand that kind of change in temperature? I didn't ask Uncle Pierre. I was always afraid a question would be too silly to ask, its answer too obvious. So we headed to the western coast of Greenland and arrived at Port Nuuk. We docked, and Uncle Pierre took me to talk to the locals for a while. They hadn't seen the attack, but the hull of the ship had been recovered, and we saw that it had been punctured 3 times, each on the starboard side. Every puncture was triangular in shape, about 18 inches in diameter. The hull of the ship was iron, 6 inches thick. I couldn't imagine what kind of beast could break through such a wall. Pierre did some calculations. The force it would take to puncture the hull would be the equivalent of a truck driving at 200 miles per hour. It couldn't have been a squid, Ned Land said. You're right, Pierre said. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think I am. I'm thinking narwhal, Ned said. Yup, narwhal. What's a narwhal? I asked. Uncle Pierre explained that a narwhal is a large ocean mammal, related to but a bit bigger than a dolphin. About the size of a beluga whale. Like the beluga, it has smooth, milky white skin, but particular to the narwhal is a long horn extending from its head, sometimes as long as 5 feet. Unicorn of the sea, Ned said, and looked again at the punctures in the side of the ship's hull, as if wondering what I was wondering, whether the narwhal's horn was strong enough to do such a thing. If this was done by a narwhal, Uncle Pierre said, its horn would have to be about 10 times larger than any horn we've ever recovered. And strong enough to puncture iron 6 inches thick, I noted. At 10 times the size of a standard horn, it could be strong enough, Pierre said, and if the narwhal drove itself at maximum speed... It was as if he were doubting the probability, even while explaining it. Whatever it is, Ned concluded, we'll kill it. And so we left Greenland and made for the next place the beast had been sighted, off the coast of Nova Scotia. The trip took us 3 days in rough weather, the ocean gray and churning. The morale of the crew lagged. Everyone was grumpy, and the constant rocking of the ship kept me throwing up continuously. I don't think I kept anything in my stomach for more than 12 minutes at a stretch. Meanwhile, Ned Land was furious that we were pursuing the monster this way. What? The beast is just waiting in the spot of the last attack? He bellowed. To him it made no sense, particularly for a creature whose attacks had spanned the globe, from the coast of Argentina to Franz Joseph Land. Why would it attack and just wait for us to arrive? There's no logic in it.